What up? This rap is so the Diddy case takes a major turn because we heard a couple days ago that his cell was raided. So during that raid, it turns out that the Fed seized Diddy's legal documents and legal notes about the case. So this is lawyer-client information that is confidential between the defendant and his lawyer. So this information ended up in the hands of the prosecutors. So now there is going to be a meeting set up and they're going to determine the outcome of it because this is potentially a violation of Diddy's rights. So people say, no, Diddy doesn't have any rights. He's a prisoner. He's in jail. Well, no, there is still rights when it comes to the law and the Constitution. There's rights about having a fair trial and stuff like that in the amendments. So this is what they're saying was violated, is his right to a fair trial. And stuff like this can really turn a case around. This is exactly why cops actually read your rights if you get arrested. No matter if you want to hear them or not, they have to read them. I saw one case where a cop didn't read the rights to someone they were arresting. And what happened was that case ended up basically getting thrown out. They didn't throw it out completely, but they basically let the person off very light, basically dismiss with an option to dismiss if they successfully complete whatever the court wanted them to complete. So with that type of case, yeah, I'm sure the defendant got a sweet deal based on the fact that the lawyer was bringing up and knowing that the rights was never read. So this can turn around the case for Diddy. So they might end up saying, well, I guess you can get bail. You know what I'm saying? There's a chance they might, you know what I'm saying, when this evidentiary hearing happens, the judge might be like, okay, well, we're going to let you out on bail now. You know, things can turn around like that. They might not just drop the case, but they might start, you know, playing ball a little bit and maybe even ultimately offer a sweet plea deal where he can get off, like kind of like how Young Thug got off. Because in my opinion, that's kind of what happened with Young Thug's case as well, where there was a lot of mistakes that was made during the course of that trial. And Young Thug ultimately ended up getting a sweet deal. At first, they were offering him like 20 years as a plea deal. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 27 or something. They basically was saying there is no plea deal. You're going to do a lot of time. If you're going to make a plea, you got to take it to trial at that point. But the longer that trial kept going, you know what I'm saying, and the more mistakes that kept getting exposed and the lawyer kept finding those mistakes, well, towards the end of the trial, they were like, well, basically get out of jail free and just don't mess up while you're on probation for the next 15 years. So stuff like that can happen with Diddy if it goes that same way, where it looks like that's what's going on, is Diddy's lawyer keeps finding these things. So they keep finding little things where they feel like all that can add up. And the more mistakes they can identify and expose towards the end of this thing, it's either going to get thrown out if the technicalities are severe enough, you know what I'm saying, or it's not going to look good. Because if it goes to trial, you know, the jury's going to be hearing all this stuff. Like I told you in the last video, like the OJ trial, Johnny Cochran was able to expose a lot of stuff that the prosecutors and cops was doing, and you know what I'm saying, racial things, all this types of stuff where they messed up on their end. So you know what I'm saying, part of the law is due process. You're supposed to get a fair trial. The trial's supposed to be squeaky clean on the prosecutor's side. When the prosecution side starts messing up and trying to, you know what I'm saying, get through loopholes and, you know, making little mistakes, well, those things can get exposed and really mess up the case for the prosecutor. The prosecutor has to be almost perfect with their case. They can't be messing up, and, you know what I'm saying, like I said, it might not get dismissed or thrown out, but, you know what I'm saying, we'll see what happens with this evidentiary hearing, I think is what they're calling it. Whatever hearing it is to discuss why do prosecutors have access, why are they in possession of Diddy's client, you know, private lawyer-client privilege documents. Why didn't during the raid they just, you know what I'm saying, kept it moving? They could have went through the raid. The jail could have went through the raid. Whatever they found, they didn't find nothing, obviously. And you know what I'm saying? What was the purpose of taking his notes? They're supposed to leave that there and give that back to him. They're supposed to not even take it. Or if they did take it, like they did, they put it through a committee that was, I guess, responsible for blacking out stuff and, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So basically they're saying they had this committee go through the documents before they gave it to the prosecutor. And the committee was responsible for making sure that they redacted anything that the prosecutor shouldn't be getting. So that's what they're claiming, is they did that part. They're saying, yeah, we knew that we couldn't just give this to the prosecutor, so we redacted a bunch of stuff. And even then, it's like, you know, at that point, why are you giving this stuff to the prosecutor? Why not? Why even do that? You know, just look at what the notes were. I guess what they're saying is something in those notes they're claiming proves that Diddy was trying to manipulate witnesses and tamper, we know, witness tamper and stuff. So if that's the case, then this all is not going to go the way Diddy is thinking. Because if there is information in there where they feel that there was witness tampering going on, that's the motive, they're saying, for giving this to the prosecutors, is because they want to use this. I guess Diddy's going up for another bail hearing, and the prosecutors now have information to say, well, Diddy was witness tampering again. You know what I'm saying? They want to say he was putting on a show with his children on his birthday and doing some publicity, you know what I'm saying? Some positive publicity with his children and with his daughter singing happy birthday. She's like, you know, 3 years old or something. She's singing happy birthday to her dad. And they have Sean, you know, saying the Diddy sons was there and the daughters, and Diddy's on the phone from jail, and there's a birthday cake. So he put this out to the world, and they're saying this is PR. This is public media trying to soften his image. That's what the prosecutors are alleging. Also, they're trying to say he's witnessing tampering for some reason. I guess through those notes, there must be some evidence that they're trying to say shows that he's, you know, possibly witnessing, witness tampering. So that's the motive of why they're saying they have these documents. But when it comes down to it, the lawyer is saying they should never have had those documents. You guys aren't playing fair. He's not getting a fair trial because you guys are taking this stuff and giving it to the prosecutors, and they're saying this is attorney-client privilege. You can't just give that to the prosecutors. They shouldn't be in possession of this stuff in the first place. So it went from Diddy trying to say can he get out of jail because this and this, to now they're saying, well, now the prosecutor's arguments to keep him in jail are, you know what I'm saying, illegally obtained information. They shouldn't have the information that they're going to be using to argue against why he should be staying in jail. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm not exactly sure when this meeting is going to be. It's probably this week or next week. I'll let you know as more information comes available. We'll see if this helps Diddy get out or not. You know what I'm saying? Either way, like I said, if this stuff keeps adding up, little mistakes and stuff like this is going to be beneficial to Diddy in the long run, because their case is going to start falling apart. It's not going to be as strong as it could be. Now, people say you can't beat the feds. They're saying like they have an over 90% conviction rate, but that includes plea deals, from what I understand. So when it comes to trial, who knows what the real stats are. Some are saying 70, 80% possibly, but it's not quite the over 90% conviction rate that it sounds like when it goes to trial. Plus, when you got these high-powered lawyers involved in these mistakes being exposed, that really is going to help his case as well. I believe Irv Gotti and them might have beat their case, and so, you know what I'm saying, when they raided their offices back then. So there's hope. But for Dirk, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to get y'all some information on the Dirk case coming up too. So make sure you like and subscribe and click that notification bell, because there's a lot of stuff going on. We see people at the top getting locked up, like Diddy. Dirk was at the top of his game. Diddy was a billionaire. So at this point, there's just a lot of people that feel off real bad. How are these people getting locked up and in jail? How are they messing up that bad? You know what I'm saying? So Make sure you subscribe and all that so I can get to you on some new videos. We're gonna cover a lot more stuff. So yeah. Plus follow Rap Hitz on social media. I got all the links in the comment section. Let's get over 100 likes, y'all. All right, let's get over 100 likes. Follow Rap Hitz on my email list and all that. I'm out of here.